I'm going to give you my strategy of the 5 tips and tricks that I use to pass my Epic certification exam. Hey everyone, I'm Chris. I'm an Epic analyst. I went to Wisconsin a few months ago in January to get trained for my certification, and then a couple months later I actually took the certification exam. So in this video I'm going to cover the strategy that I used to pass the exam, including the tips and tricks that I used, while it's still fresh in my brain. Now you may be wondering, Chris, what certification did you take? I took the ClinDoc certification, so I am a ClinDoc analyst, but this applies to any kind of certification that you might be taking. And the reason I know this is that I strategize with my friend coworkers that were also studying for ASAP, for orders, for OpTime, for ambulatory, and we all use the similar strategy. So no matter what certification you might be taking, these 5 tips and tricks can apply to you. And be sure to watch to the end, because the 5th tip is an important tip that actually applies to when you're taking the proctored exam itself. Alright, so let's get into it. Tip number 1, don't stress out if you don't understand everything that you were taught in class. You're only going to retain a small percentage of what you learned in Wisconsin or from whatever trainer you were trained from. So if you don't understand everything that you were taught in Wisconsin or from your trainer, don't take that stress and anxiety into your study time, because it's your study time where you're really going to understand the material. I would say I only retained about 10% of what I learned in class itself. So just relax and breathe and focus on your study time, and don't be concerned if you didn't understand everything the trainer taught you. Tip number 2, read your training companion at least 3 times. Your training companion is your best friend. It is your source of knowledge. It is your source of truth. You need to embed that material into your brain as much as you can. So reading it 3 times is definitely going to help do that. Now, the second or third time that you read it, it doesn't have to be as long as the first time. So the first time you're going to read through all the content, you're going to do the build exercises, you're going to read all the practice test questions there. So that first time is going to take you the longest, okay? But it's extremely important to get that knowledge in your brain. Now the second time you're going to read all the content again, but you don't necessarily have to do the build exercises if you understand the build for that chapter. Only do the build exercises again if you are stuck on something and you don't quite understand it. So your second time going through the training companion is not going to be as long as the first time. And then the third time you take it, just do the practice questions. Just read the end of the chapter, of each chapter, and do those practice questions, because a lot of those practice questions come up on the certification exam. And if you're stuck on a question, you get it wrong, then you can go back into the content for that chapter and read through it again. So your third time taking it is going to be a lot quicker than your first and your second, but it's definitely going to help get embedded in your brain. And don't forget to turn on the answers on your training companion so you can check your work. Tip number 3, do the project before you take the exam. You do have the option of taking the certification exam before the project, but why would you do that? There's so much valuable information that you'll learn from doing the project itself that you can take into the exam. And I would be so disappointed if I missed a few questions on the exam because I didn't do the project first. So definitely do the project first, then do your certification. Doing the project is going to apply a lot of the information that you learned in the training companion. So definitely do that project. It's going to help reinforce the material that you learned, which is your source of truth, which is your source of knowledge. Tip number 4, do not take the practice exam until you're ready to schedule your certification. Taking the practice exam too early is not going to help you. I know you may be tempted to take it early just to kind of see what the questions are like on the certification exam, but I'm telling you, you only get one practice exam. So you want to really use that exam to gauge how well you've studied, to gauge how much knowledge you have and how prepared you are for the certification. If you take it early and then you take it again later, you may recall some of the answers from the first time you took it just because you saw the answers the first time. And that's kind of cheating because you're not really basing it on what you've studied. You're just remembering the answers from the first time. So when you take it the first time, you really want to have studied and really want it based on the knowledge and the preparation that you put into it, not just some random recall. I would recommend taking it 1 to 2 weeks before you take your exam or right when you're ready to schedule your exam. That way you can gauge how much you've truly prepared for the exam, and if you did really poorly on it, you know that you kind of need to study some more. Alright, so now we're ready for the 5th tip, and this actually applies to when you're taking the proctored exam. You are allowed to bring materials, so definitely bring materials to the exam. I had friends that brought like the printed copies of the training companion, which you're allowed to do, and that's fine, but my tip and my recommendation is that you bring the PDF with you, the electronic PDF, so you can email it to you ahead of time, and when you log into your computer, log into your email, get there early, log into your email, download the PDF onto your local computer, whichever computer you're taking the exam on. And then you will have to get out of your email before the certification begins, but then you'll have the PDF on your computer, open it up, and you can use that. And let me tell you why the PDF supersedes the printed material. So with the PDF version of the training companion, you can Control F. That's going to allow you to find any keyword super quickly, so you don't have to be rummaging through all these papers to find that part of the chapter that you're looking for. With the PDF, you can find it in seconds by doing Control F. That way you can find the content that you're looking for quickly, because this is a timed exam. You want to be able to find that material as soon as you can, so you're not just wasting time looking up answers. And now I have a bonus tip that's kind of related to the previous one, but it's doing an advanced search on that PDF document. On Windows, if you hit Control-Shift-F, or on a Mac, if you hit Command-Shift-F, it allows you to do an advanced search for that keyword. So if you type in a keyword with that advanced search, it's going to show you everywhere that keyword lives in one view, so you can quickly get to the one that you want to. This is going to save you even more time. With Control F, it'll only show you the first one, and then you have to hit the next button to find the next one. But with this advanced search, you can see everywhere that keyword lives in one view, and then just click on the one that you think best applies to the question that you're being asked. This was such a time saver for me, and as you know, when you're taking a timed exam, you need all the time that you can get, and you need to get those answers quickly, and you're under so much pressure with time. So this helped me so much, it gave me so much peace of mind. Alright, so that was my strategy for studying and taking the Epic certification exam. I did pass on my first attempt, which was great. I made a 99. I was super happy with it, and a lot of my friends and coworkers that were also doing this also used the same strategy, and it worked for them. So if this video helped you in some way, please give this video a like. It really helps me. And if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you, and good luck on your exam.